guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Katie Wismer. I'm an author. I have 9 books out right now, 10 kind of. They're all linked down below. One of them is exclusive to Patreon, and my next book comes out next month in October. So today's gonna be kind of a planning video. It's the very beginning of September when I'm filming this, and I was gonna sit down anyway and make a plan for myself for what the rest of this year is gonna look like, because as you'll see in a little bit, I have quite a bit of big stuff coming up. So I'm trying to be realistic about how much time I'm gonna have for honestly anything other than these couple of big things. So we're gonna put together my plan for the next 4 months to see what the end of this year is gonna look like for me. That'll be planning out my time for all of my different kinds of jobs. So for editing clients, for making videos like YouTube and whatnot, for working on my own books, for fulfilling the Kickstarter of mine that just finished, for writing anything new. Also, end of the year with all of the holidays and stuff, and I've got quite a few like trips and stuff coming up, so have to account for those as well. This video is being sponsored by Skrintl, which is the software that we're going to be using for planning. I have worked with them in the past. They're the same software that I use to make my series Bible for my fantasy series. Skrintl is a web app that's great if you are a visual person like me and you like to be able to move around and see everything at a glimpse in a mind map kind of thing. It's also great for note taking, and you can connect with other people if you have like a network that you want to work with. I think you'll get a good idea of what it's all about once we get in and I show you how I'm using it. If you end up wanting to try it out for yourself, I'll have a link down below in my description. If you use the discount code Katie30, it will get you 30% off. But the code is only valid for 4 weeks, so if it's something that you want to try, make sure you grab it while you can get something off. Apologies if you can hear a bunch of noises. There is a protest happening right across the street from me. So I got the chants and the honking, and we support it, but it's a little bit loud. So I've already set up the beginning of the board, which you can see here. I've used Skrintl for a lot of different things. If you go back to, this is my desk, you can see all of the things that I've used before in the past. And it's really easy to link to your different boards within the board, so it's easy to get from one place to another. So this is our rest of 2023 board that we will be in for today. You can see I already got started. I'm going to be breaking it up by each month. I think this will be really helpful so I can see exactly how much I have going on in a month. And so what I've put in here so far are my editing clients, because that one was pretty easy. I only have a few left this year. I always do this at the end of the year. I don't take on as many, but specifically I'm really glad I don't have a lot because I've got so much going on, and I had a couple of people have to cancel. So it all just worked out. So you can see if we click into each month, that's where I'm going to start to list things, and then I can link to the other cards. So for example, I can go into my proofread, and then I can put more information in there. It's 150K, so that gives me a good idea of how long is this going to take me. I started it on August 28th. Click into the poetry one, starting that one on September 18th. So that's what these cards are. Same with October, we can go in and it'll link down to that card. I haven't put in the information for these ones just yet. And I also have a manuscript evaluation scheduled in November. And I pretty much never take on a client in December because of the holidays and stuff. So I guess, I don't know why I'm feeling like I just want to add the like personal stuff coming up so I don't forget about it. So we'll start with that. So we'll do, just say trip. I have a trip in October also. I like being able to see the title a little clearly, so you just have to hit toggle layout. Then double click to get in there and add some information. So I am leaving on October 18th. Coming back October 21st because my book release is actually October 22nd, so this is going to be tight. But I'm going to see my friend Paige in North Carolina. We're going to go see the band Camino in concert on the 19th and just like hang out and celebrate the book release early. So I'm really looking forward to that, obviously. So to link that in October, we're just going to do plus and then trip and connected. I guess we'll just leave it down there for now. Another, not trip exactly, I'm just gonna say mom and dad. My mom and dad, they're gonna be here at the end of December, around New Year's, December 29th. We're gonna go up to Seattle, and I'm having a hard time like talking and writing something else at the same time. We're gonna go to Seattle around New Year's, and we're gonna go to the Kraken game on the 29th, which is hockey, if you don't follow hockey. I'm a Kraken fan, but specifically I wanted to take my dad to this game because they're playing the Flyers, and my dad's from Philadelphia, so he's a Flyers fan. So I thought it would be fun. And then I think my mom was planning on coming somewhere in October potentially too, because she has to be in San Francisco for work, so she was thinking of just like popping up here So maybe it just depends on if she ends up having that meeting. I think that was like October, yeah, I think it was like October 4th. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, my birthday is in November, so I'm sure I'll end up doing something for that. I don't really think I need to make a card to remember that. Oh, and Thanksgiving and stuff. I don't know, I'm kind of scarred from last year trying to get home for all of the holidays and stuff. With all of the weather, I was stranded for like 3 days, so... I don't know if it's really worth the hassle. I'll probably end up going. Okay, that's all of like the personal stuff. Now I'm gonna add some important dates. So for September, I think I'm just gonna literally say important dates. Ruthless Ends, which is the book I'm currently editing, goes to my proofreader on September 18th, which is also the day that my proofread for my editing client is due. So this day is just important. This is also important because this will go into when I have the final files for the book back, which goes into like a bunch of other stuff that we'll get into. So I am guessing my proofreader will probably take like 2 weeks, October 2nd. So, oh, that's actually faster than I thought it was gonna be. That's excellent. Because then let's say, let's just start a new thing for Ruthless Ends. Final edits, which will kind of be in September, kind of be in October. Maybe I'll just link them to both. I'll put them in the middle. So I finished proofreading by September 18th. Returned proofread by October 2nd. Finish, or we'll just say final version done. Honestly, it'll take me a day or two to go through her changes. So let's just say the 5th. Give myself time. This is important because we're gonna add another one. Sorry, my mind is like going through like a million things that this connects to. Getting a real look at my ADHD mind at work. So Ruthless Ends early ebook. Some people are getting the ebook early. That was an option on the Kickstarter. And then also if you pre-order the audiobook, you get the ebook early, just like as an extra thank you. You can still pre-order the audiobook if you want to do that. I'll have the form linked down below. So if I'm expecting, I probably will have the book done and ready to go. What day do I want to send it out to everybody for the early ebook is the question. I feel like I kind of want to do it. My first instinct is to say the beginning of a week, but also maybe it's better to send it to people on a Friday because then they could read it over the weekend if they want to. So maybe like tentatively we'll say October 6th. And then once I have the final files, I can start getting the books printed and shipped to me, which is going to take some time. And then I can start fulfilling all of the orders for the Kickstarter. So yeah, let's say upload. My problem is I always end up finding a few extra typos even after I get it proofread, and I don't want to like bulk print a ton of books before that stage and end up having, you know, some typos. It happens. It won't be the end of the world if it does. I don't want to like rush into printing the book because it's different like sending an early ebook and maybe there's like a typo or something. Sorry if you get the ebook early and there's a typo, but it's not in print, you know, it's not forever, so it doesn't matter as much to me. So maybe we'll give myself like a little bit of extra time after that to do one more read through or to have, you know, some extra people read through and see if we can find anything else. I'll at least give myself the weekend to read through it again. So we'll say I'll do that on October 8th. Order. I honestly have no idea how long that will take to get to me because if I'm ordering them before the book is live, I have to order them through Ingram Spark and their shipping is like, who even knows? The book comes out on the 22nd, which is exactly 2 weeks from October 8th, and I might not even get them by release day at that if I order them that early, but that would be the hope. We'll put an estimate. We'll say we get the books on release day on the 22nd. I'll be out of town that whole week anyway, so if I got them earlier I wouldn't be able to do anything with them. We'll say we'll get them the week, the 22nd. I feel like release day deserves its own card. kind of a big deal. And then once all of those get here, we'll say tentatively start packing orders. I don't know if I want to say shipping orders. If the books are here, I can start doing that. Also, I'm gonna have to spray the Ruthless Ends edges that week. I've been trying to get ahead and start spraying the edges of the other 3 books in the series for those orders ahead of time. I did, but I made a note of this. I have 209 books to spray, so that'll take a while, and I have 686 books in total to ship. So, not to mention 55 puzzles that are all coming to me now. I haven't like announced that anywhere other than Patreon, but that's an update. So I don't know if it's I can start packing orders without sprayed edges that week. So if anyone ordered a full set of the paperbacks or the hardcovers without any sprayed edges, I can get those orders out easily. If I already have all of the other things, Kickstarter, because I'm currently getting character art commissioned. She's still working on that, and I'm gonna have to reorder all of the freebie stuff that goes with the Kickstarter because I do not have enough for the like 250 that I need. So her usual time for commission is like 3 weeks, she estimated, and she got started. New character art started August, I think 23rd, or at least we approved rough sketch on August 23rd. So estimate finished hopefully soon. I'm gonna say the week of September 18th. It all comes back to September 18th. Oh my god. I'm actually just gonna change this to freebies and then we'll do some bullets. New character art. Okay, new character art. The problem is I want to wait until I have that new character art before I print anything else so I can just do it all in one order. So then order art 1, 2, and 3, because there will be 3 of them now. I need at least 225 of each. Probably I need more than that because I'm also sending out the PR boxes. So we'll say 250. I think I have like 40 left of the old ones. So I'm still gonna have to order like over 200 of the new ones. I also need to order bookmarks because I only ordered 200 of them and I will definitely be needing more, at least 50. I'm gonna call this freebies. I'm gonna say Kickstarter materials because I also need to order packing supplies. I need more tissue paper. I need like the boxes, do like the crinkle paper to pack it with. I'm probably gonna need more shipping tape. I think I have enough tarot cards. Maybe not enough for everybody though. I might need to get like a little more deck. I'm looking at all my supplies over there trying to think. I think I have enough stickers. I think that'll be okay. But yeah, so if I order those towards the end of September, those should definitely be here in time if I'm ordering the books towards the end of October. So that should be fine, but I am gonna put order Kickstarter materials. I'm gonna have to organize this better, but right now I'm just kind of dumping everything in here and I will make it easier later on. So we have the stuff that's going to be ordered for the Kickstarter. Kickstarter fulfillment. That means I don't think I'm gonna start packing, shipping Kickstarter orders with sprayed edges until November, and probably some normal ones too, with over almost 700 books in a one-woman show. It's gonna take me a little while. I got real lucky last time I did this and the postal service did a pickup directly from my apartment. Like I literally just put all this stuff out in the hallway and they came and got it. I don't know how often they're like willing to do that, but I'm hoping they will do that for me. I know they do that at like houses, but like coming up to my apartment I know is a hassle, but I'm hoping they'll be willing to do that with my packages. Otherwise this is gonna be quite the ordeal. And honestly, I feel like all of that fulfillment stuff is gonna take up pretty much all of my November, and then the holidays and everything. And I have one client in November. When am I gonna start sending out? I also need to send out the PR boxes. Because I'll need to have the physical copies of those ones, obviously. That'll probably also be roughly the week of the 22nd. Okay, I think that's everything to do with like the logistics and the printing and everything with the Kickstarter stuff. Videos, I know I have 2 sponsored videos for YouTube. I have Self-Pub 101 for Patreon, which I was actually like really on top of this month, and it's already up. So I'll just cross it out. I need to do the vlog club for Patreon. I need to do the podcast for Patreon. Not really a video, but we'll just put it in that section. And then I'm just gonna copy and put that also into October. This is getting so messy. I'm gonna have to organize this. I only have 1 for October though, I think. I gotta figure out what these videos are gonna be for Patreon too. That'll be the next step, planning those. The self-pub video for this month, what was it? Oh, it was just like, because my Kickstarter just ended, I just went in and I showed all of the cool analytics and stuff that it shows you, like from which country, how people were referred to your project, and kind of what things were going to look like moving forward. Like, this is the moment your Kickstarter ends, what now kind of thing. One video for YouTube. I'll do the same for December. Notice there is no time for actually writing in here. I wanted to put something in November for writing, and even though it looks like there's nothing in that section compared to October, I just know that Kickstarter fulfillment is going to be kicking my ass in November. This apartment, here's your before, just wait for the after, like what it's gonna look like. I think I'm also just gonna link Kickstarter fulfillment in this month. Honestly, odds are I'm not going to be able to finish fulfillment in October and November. It might also stretch into December, so we'll link that in here too. That's my goal, is to have them all out before the end of the year. So if it does stretch into December, 1, I won't be surprised, and 2, I won't be disappointed. That's the estimate that I put on Kickstarter to let people know to expect their things in December. So if you get them early, I'm hoping it's just a happy surprise. But if there was ever any time to start a new project, I think it will be in December. If I happen to be able to squeeze some in November, I would love that. But I don't want to be unrealistic and overwhelm myself. Maybe it's realistic to think I could at least work on my outline for Gracie's book, which I already have. You can't see it, I don't have the side view visible. I already have a board on here for Gracie's book where I've been like dumping all of my ideas, all of the scene ideas, all of the tropes I want to use. Like, I have a lot of notes for this book that I know. I was actually just working on it the other night. This is a book that's been on pause for 2 years. There's a lot of notes that have built up over the years for this. So, but I have changed some things about the plot from my original idea of the book. And I don't usually really outline, but I have basically the entire book figured out at this point, like all of the scenes that are going to be in it, but not quite the order and how things are going to go. So I kind of want to clarify and figure everything out before I start writing. So then we could say, potentially, write the rough draft for Gracie's book in December. I would love to have a fast rough draft. I can't remember the last time I wrote a rough draft quickly. It took me, how long did it take me to write Ruthless Ends? 8 months for the rough draft? How long did it take me for Bloodless Ties? 5 months? 6 months? A lot of my books before that I could write in a month, the rough draft, and it's been a long time since I've been able to do that with these like really long and complicated Marionettes books. So if we could knock out a rough draft of Gracie's book in 1 month in December, like, I would be so freaking thrilled. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to plan for. I'm probably forgetting something like major, but I think that's the gist of things. Honestly, the thing that I'm expecting to take up the most of my time for the rest of this year is fulfilling all of that Kickstarter stuff. I'm thinking about like hiring some help, to be honest, but we'll see how it goes. That's why I've been trying to get ahead of it, and like that's why I have so many books in this apartment already, because I know how long it's going to take to print and ship them, and that's going to be really annoying when I'm like finally ready to start fulfilling things, to just be like sitting around and waiting for the books to get to me. I have changed my process for the sprayed edges. Originally I was just using spray paint. I recently got an airbrush, but I don't have everything that I need for that just yet, so I'm going to be testing that in the next couple of days to see if I like the airbrush better. I'm just hoping it's more consistent than the spray paint. Let me show you. So these books up top have already been sprayed, and they're like, the quality is good enough that I would send them out now. I like them the way they are. These are my experiments where I've been like testing. They were mess ups. They were going to go in the graveyard for one reason or another. So I was like, I'll just experiment with them if they're already not good enough. So I've been having fun with those. And every time I post about them, people seem to like them. I don't know. I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice. Like this, when you flip through it, is so pretty. It's like a sunset. I don't know, if you ordered from the Kickstarter and you would be open to getting experimental copies as one or more of your books, maybe just like reach out to me. I don't know, because I'm not planning on including them. You can see we've got some graveyard books down there, ones that like just didn't turn out. More over here, books that haven't been sprayed yet. Oh, my clamps. This is my new airbrush setup. I was testing it the other day. I've been storing all of my Kickstarter stuff up here. These are more books that did not turn out, so you can see with the spray paint, more often than not, I didn't like how it turned out. So that's why we are trying a new approach. Mr. Dean, did you just wake up? Oh my goodness. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you want to check out Scrintle, I will have the link down below in the description. If you backed the Kickstarter, thank you so much, and thank you in advance for your patience as I try and get these out as quickly as possible. I made like a little side comment earlier about the puzzles. Originally I was thinking all of the puzzles were going to ship out first, because I was going to do drop shipping with the company. For a lot of different reasons, it just ended up not working out. Now they will be shipping out with the books and everything else, so it's all just going to be happening in one order. So unfortunately you have to wait a little bit longer for the puzzle than I had originally anticipated, but now you just get your whole order in one instead of getting two separate shipments. I am, however, hoping that the puzzles will get to me very soon. They should be shipping right now as we speak, so I'll at least be able to finally have a physical version to show you. So I'm really looking forward to that. If you want to pre-order the Ruthless Ends audiobook, that form is down below. It helps pay for the narrator for the book, and I would appreciate it so much. You also get an early ebook copy as an extra thank you. You can also pre-order Ruthless Ends as usual everywhere. And I can't think of anything else for this outro, so I will see you guys in our next video very, very soon. Bye. No.